Oh, word?
Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools.
What about the nigga that Creasy drafted?
Less money, less options, lot of rules. So
And nigga on the pine, he on a practice squad.
and shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the cloud. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important.
This is stupid. Everybody gurus now.
Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad boy. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley.
What's his arm? What's his throw power?
In Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago.
No,
Here
nice.
it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do
How he got a
battle
rookie though? Oh, now he
between the
did,
Tampa Bay
man.
Buccaneers and the San Francisco
What round he drafting him?
49ers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to
Gotta
bring
get the
this
rookie.
one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Let's go defense. Let's go offense.
Now the Georgia Southern man is Matt Breida. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Something nice. It depends what round he got him in though. He might have got a.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Kelsey.
They'll run with Henderson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And the ball is knocked out.
Good job.
And this is going to be 49er football.
Good job, Sherman.
Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And it's
throw it
intercepted
up.
at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover
You gotta
there
throw
as
that
his
up, bro.
guys
It's a
will
jump
get
ball.
the football back.
I could have swore I pressed
If you
L1.
combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Winston.
Oh my God, this game is tripping.
He was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
That's another
The good
pick.
signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Can't believe I threw that pick, man.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
2nd down, Winston. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete
Good
there.
job,
A
Colbert.
nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Solid.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Who's this running back? I mean, who's this? Good job. Who's this quarterback? I think he flipped. Yeah, who the quarterback for the Saints? The backup quarterback they be keep raving about. White boy. Yeah, they be using him like the goal line. I forgot his name.
In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
In real life. Yeah.
And this is going to hit the
They be putting him on the goal line and shit. He like a fake ass Cordell.
For a touchback. The 49ers
Look for
offense
him.
now, they get set to head back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll actually wind up losing about 10 yards here, but no matter, they've got the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Following the interception, Winston. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Ford in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Working out of the gun, Winston. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Winston. Flush to his right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Fielded just inside the 30. Unable to corral him, he fights through. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Out on the field now.
I can't see why not. Right.
And last time
ain't like you making it up.
An interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now running right through it. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Now it's Breida, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Do it again.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Throwing Jones.
Touchdown, let's go.
Into the end zone, it's a 49er
Go, Harry.
As his guys are in for 6. And the Niners have taken the early lead. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone. And that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Come on, let's go. We cannot let Jameis Winston beat us.
And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch the ball, settle down, and relax.
You know, I rock with Jameis too, but we can't lose this one.
Now Jameis on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1. And just like that, it's third down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this.
Good block.
For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Let's go.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
I got it up in broadcast. I got to broadcast it.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to
after we got all them damn, you know what the Niners got Quan and all them niggas. After I got all them niggas, I got somewhat better. My defense definitely got better.
Here's Winston. Evans has it left side.
He'll
be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run it with Jones. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
No, I did.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney! Gun!
Now Jones going for the deep ball.
Damn.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room.
No, I know what I'm doing. For the most part, it'd be the placement though. That's what fucks me up. The ball
as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
I get you.
Winston now. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
I don't ever throw the low ones for some reason. What the hell would you use the low ones for? Okay.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he gets this one just shy.
I be trying to do that back shoulder shit. That shit it works sometimes. Depending who the receiver is. Like I got 2 big boy receivers, so they get that shit more times than not.
This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink.
I think I threw 3 this game. It's the 2nd quarter. I threw 3 already.
Receivers, they're usually known as quicker than fast.
2 by mistake.
In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's all it is.
Game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down
setting each other up. Showing one thing, doing something completely different.
Tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I just started to, yeah.
Throwing, Winston. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Even. Green, trouble team.
It's second nature. Nah, I feel you.
Winston now from the 50.
Let's go. I can't. That's what I've been like. Any game, that's pretty much decided if I win a game tonight. If I can run the ball, I'm gonna win. If I can't run the ball, and they make me one-dimensional. Shit get a little crazy. Shit get a little crazy with these fucking. Ooh, good punt. What you mean? The run?
San Francisco gets set to go here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback.
I go by the flow of the game.
I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run with Breida. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Now, that shit be working for real. Especially when niggas be blitzing all crazy.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Just missed. Should go for it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back
you
punts.
Right. That's just the little shit.
They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
1st down, Winston. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
Over there. My bad, Sherm. I didn't even know I had you back there.
Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
Shit.
And the Buccaneers are an
you gotta get there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Up this football game.
I gave you that.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Nigga. The funny part is that nigga lead me. He still lead me in picks though. His slow ass.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Safety.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
We could beat this team. No doubt in my mind.
Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Oh, shit.
Yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I got the best receiving core in the game now.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. Fighting his safety
Metcalf,
valve.
Perry,
That's complete.
Goodwin. Hell
Big
no.
play there just before halftime.
I'm glad I didn't, because the niggas, like the past couple of weeks, fucking, this nigga scored like 7 touchdowns. In the last 2 games, he scored 7 touchdowns.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
He's trying to get Metcalf.
1st and 10. Jones. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Did you see what he did?
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive
you like to play
early on
behind
as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end pass
like,
rush. They've been able to get home,
that shit.
and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I have no idea, yo. I would think he got to be a 1st-round draft pick just off the draft alone.
Jones going to throw again. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
I can see top 15.
In for the score. And the Niners are able to cash in.
I never heard of the
6.
nigga, though, to be honest.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point.
I just pop up, right? Like, I ain't hear Odell Beckham until the combine.
See on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter.
I drafted Metcalf at number 8. Then I got off the game in the computer. I had him on my draft board. The computer drafted the nigga in the 2nd round. Right now, Harry's a monster. That nigga 6'5", and he going to get it.
And Tampa
He's
Bay
going to get it. It's like cheating with that nigga.
And with time quickly fading
he the one that just caught the touchdown.
Quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Winston. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie,
you
enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
He inbounds,
and he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Let's tear his ass up.
Get there and bring him down.
You're not losing to these guys again.
In there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Cool.
We have hit halftime. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
He got one of the best records in the fuck. Right. It's 24.
Both teams appear ready
I'm
for the
definitely
fight
not
ahead, and
going
we resume action here in quarter number 3.
It's stupid, yo.
That's fielded in the
I
end
ain't
zone.
fucking with it.
And he'll
I
get
ain't
it up to
fucking
about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Nah, it's like a 12.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the
It's a
third
true
quarter.
12.
They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that
Don't
totally.
let a nigga have
I would guess it in the locker room.
some,
They
I
talked
mean,
about
running around and
cleaning
shit.
up
They
some
ain't
of the
home all
errors.
day.
But
They hitting
overall,
that
I think
shit.
they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a
That's
chance
the only
to win
shit
this
I don't
game.
like.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if
Other
they
than
can
that.
pick it up.
It's a whole league full of them, though.
Now a
For the
handoff here
safety.
to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go. Now, this is straight, though, right now. Good money.
So now they have to
The
contend
Jack
with
Pack is
2nd and
gonna-
13 after the first down run
I think
goes
he's doing
backwards.
next year, too. With Tua and all them niggas.
To throw, Winston. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense,
I just
be
said that to
aware
my
a ball
girl.
may come
Don't
your
piss
way.
on my hand and tell me it's rain, man. don't do that to me.
The Bucs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep
We
the
gotta
feet
press
in?
these
Yes,
guys.
he got them
That's no
both
ifs, ands, or
down,
buts
says the
about it.
side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Jameis now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Ooh.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
What y'all Eagles looking
Credit
like
him
this
with a
year,
1-yard
man? What you
gain there to
expecting
make
out
it
of them?
2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road.
I
and
thought
just
they was going
one
to get
big play
Le'Veon
away
for
from
real.
getting
It
right
was
back
talked
in this
about
game.
them trying to get
I'm gonna follow
Le'Veon. I
right
said,
along
nah,
with
that'll
you
be a good fit.
because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
We put niggas
And
out.
incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Right.
The Bucs on third down. They're at 50%.
What y'all
4
need?
for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Winston. And the pressure gets there. And
What you think you should get with the first round, though?
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them
He
alive.
said much. They keep saying the Niners going to get the Nick Bosa
Here's a
nigga.
look
I'm
at
tired
the
of D-linemen,
49ers
yo.
offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They have
Tired
the
of
lead here.
D-linemen, dog.
Well, we talk a lot about
They
pregame
just got some
speeches.
D-linemen like the
Halftime
past
speeches
3
like
years, though.
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot
Right.
more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened.
No.
They got
Good
in there
pass,
and said,
boy.
"Listen, let's take control
We
right
need a
away.
receiver, my nigga. I like Greedy
We got
Williams,
the
too.
We got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down
Right
and
now,
score
you
and
can't
give us
teach that
more of a
speed. He
cushion in
big
the
as
game.
hell, though. I think he
Check
weak,
so
though,
far,
for
our
real.
defense
I
shut
think
him
he
down.
weak,
Let's see
dog.
if the offense gets done.
Like, as far as, like, playing football, like, I don't think he like that.
And he spins through.
Ant said the nigga, all he catches fucking, he catch out and up, fades, and hits you. That's all, only 3 routes that he do good. I said, damn.
There are times
I don't want
this
to. If
game is
we gonna
about
get a receiver, let's
patience,
get a
isn't it?
receiver.
Has had the game he expected, but that run there,
Yeah,
that
you
may
right.
get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry
No,
away
you right.
from busting this open.
You can't
That's a
coach
good
that
start for
fucking
him.
four,
Back-to-back good plays
low
have him on the
4-3.
move on first down.
Nice.
Right back to him on first down.
My fucking lineman just runs
And
past the
brought down
safety.
just outside of
Golly.
the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this
Oh,
lead.
nah, he's jumping out the gym.
Play a little bit of keep
Nah,
away, don't you
he's
think?
a,
And that's
what they call
probably
him?
good
He's
philosophy at this point, going to make that
a
defense
Mike
stand up
Mamula
and
ass
stop 'em.
nigga. Remember Mike Mamula?
They'll toss it to Breida. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked
Workout
up by the
Warriors, yeah.
Buccaneers.
My nigga just fumbled,
I
dog.
think he's gonna
And
go.
he scored.
They're
That's
gonna
the
give him
bullshit.
20. And he's in. Touchdown,
Read it for that.
Buccaneers.
2 touchdowns.
So they were down by a touchdown.
Gave him
Probably
14
just hoping the
points.
defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect.
Gave
That's
him
exactly
14
what
points.
they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by
I wouldn't
Catanzaro.
invest in that.
And we are tied
I gotta
at
see it.
14. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
If y'all bite that pill for a receiver, so yeah, I gotta get it.
Throwing on first down. Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23.
Oh, nah, I
His
get
guys
you.
are going to
I
get the
get you.
football at the 23-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10
We
at
gonna
their own
see.
23.
They say the Pops is in the league. I don't know. Alignment. His Pops was alignment. Everybody was thinking of the little speedy nigga. What, Eric Metcalf? No, it ain't Eric Metcalf.
Winston. Looking left side, and he's
Make that
got a
nigga fumble.
man. That's Howard. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
No, he's a problem. Trust me, I know.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd
I
and 9.
think we got 2 first-round picks, too.
Off the
They need
play
him, though.
fake, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Give to Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Ready? Ready? Flag! 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first.
Let's go now.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down.
Now, Julio was that nigga at Bama, though, dog. I knew about Julio before he came out.
There to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Look up Julio Jones, Alabama. I bet you see some crazy shit.
So 2nd and long, and
not like how I ain't heard Metcalf into the draft, yo. Like at all.
Now Winston. And the pressure gets to him again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Here's Winston. And he hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You call it hits to the crib?
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch.
I can see him going top
down marker back to 1.
This quarterback now.
What other receiver is supposed to be nice, though? Who's supposed to be the #1 receiver coming out?
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And
Judy?
room to maneuver there.
Jerry
he gets
Judy?
it down to about the 39. Just
I heard that
on the
name
pickup
before.
there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They say the nigga Tua supposed to be the #1 quarterback coming out.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's supposed to be nice.
The Niners
Yeah,
on
like
3rd
that.
down. 2 for
He going
5 to
second,
this
third.
point. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at
Jones now operating from the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56.
I feel like he's been in college for a minute.
You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show
Which McCall got a brother? Ridley. Riley Ridley. He ain't up in the top 10?
If they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one to the post.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect,
you
I
gotta
think
be
a lot
faster
of people
than
would
that,
say,
though.
well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there.
I get you.
That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
That's crazy. I watched his highlights. He looked tall as shit on his highlights.
Jameis now on first down. Incomplete.
Okay.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Stay sticky. What's cool?
A second down throw for Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
No, I should.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks,
Who was I
whatever you
talking
want to
about?
call it,
That quick.
7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Let's go now.
Second down, Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Evans.
Got him.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they take over.
Good job,
They'll set up
defense.
shop at the 46-yard line.
Carrying the ball like a loaf
We
of
have
bread.
seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
6 and 6.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
I just caught myself, right? Damn. I be getting trigger happy.
Incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones throwing again. Buying time to his left.
Go ahead, Dan.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I want a door read. Right.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's complete. In the end zone.
Harry.
Touchdown 49ers. As his guys are in for 6. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gold now out to kick it away.
It really was. He's 6'5". With a 90 rating vert right now.
Touchback as that sails over the inline. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word and I just kept using it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So
I
here's
got
a
guys.
first and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
Oh, you got to pick that turn.
It's Howard.
That's what
And he'll be out of bounds
to.
after getting this one across the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Jameis on second down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. To the air again with Winston.
Oh.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On second down, Winston again. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Let's go now.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. He fights him off.
Wow.
Dancing to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks.
Yeah, that high pass is unguardable then.
Mike Evans with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucks have made this a 1-score game. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Let's sit down here and score in the game.
And San
Period.
Francisco gets set to go here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Gun! Detroit!
Here's Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. But that was big. Needed a few yards to pick up the first. Slim lead here in the 4th quarter. And they turn to the big fella, the fullback, to get it done.
And you know, as my partner, you know I'm old school, right? You know I love those mastodons that carried the ball way back in the day that were a key part of the offense. And now, when they need them, when they need those key yards, those tough grind-them-out yards, the fullback's going to get the ball.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gun!
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The Niners on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
No, check, Patriot! Gun!
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You going one-on-one, dog. I got to. That's true. But I gotta take care of mismatches too.
Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 39 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They shakes it off.
See this though? This nigga's setting mad set.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Eric Armstead in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He's back to throw. And break. The tight end's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
He should have put a safety
a nice gain of 21 yards.
Hold him tight, D. Hold him tight.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Winston. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And that's one he's got to be happy to
field
have
goal.
back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Winston.
Pick it off. Oh, my God.
Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
He's going for the
I
gusto.
agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, That's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is indeed good.
Gave him too many opportunities.
That will tie us at 24-all.
Why they wouldn't let me call timeout,
here
though?
In overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Right. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now. Here's an
it's the wrong hole.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I'm gonna throw a bubble screen.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Decision time now on 4th and about a yard and a half.
I can still hear my high school coach John Ford right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
Now that shit work more often than not when they touch me. Or for 1 yard at least.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their defense.
Now my O-line ain't like that up to me. My center just went down.
And this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it.
Like that.
But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done. Now part 2. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. What can Winston do in the OT now? Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Good job, D. Way to win the game, D.
6-yard line.
Let's get the hell out of
So
here.
we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
Defense bailed me out.
Neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does
I
anyone
needed this
want to
one,
win
too.
it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Coleman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He
Yo,
is
how the hell
well
going to that
over
view? This
300
nigga
pounds. He's a big man.
You seen that? When they start doing that? I guess because it's overtime. That's some bull.
The Niners on 3rd down.
got
Right
him
at about the
in
league
PO.
average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And
Thank you. Good move, Kevin.
They're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So often you hear about teams trying to avoid the middle when they're working against a true 3-4 defense because the nose is so hard to move. Which side do you block him to? How do you get him out of the middle? Well, some teams will double team. Some teams have a good center that can move a guy. But if you can control him, that takes away whatever the rest of the force guys are trying to do to you because once they get to the point,
I really can't see it. That's so crazy. So they got me right now.
Space.
The wind blowing to the right a little bit, right? One more run and we're gonna kick it.
Watch it now, Barney.
Man, I ain't never see that though. It's my first time they did that at overtime. It's some bull.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he
Game
got
on.
it.
Good game, baby.
Kick is good.
Get out of here.
He's able to
Somebody go eat, Rock. I'll be back on.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for San Francisco, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's just to 10-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.